Hello. If you're thinking of buying an EV, it can be quite confusing as there are now so many choices. It was much easier 5 years ago, but it's great to have a lot of choice. Like, do you go with your favourite manufacturer, one of the legacy automakers, or maybe a new brand, like an EV brand, like a Tesla, or even a BYD? Also, should it have an LFP battery or not? So many questions, so many secrets. Hi folks, my name's Nigel. Hope you can like and subscribe. And thanks to all the 2,000 more of you have recently subscribed. Very much appreciated. EV makers are increasingly adopting LFP batteries for several reasons. LFP batteries are cheaper to produce. They use iron and phosphate instead of the more costly and rare cobalt and nickel. They have a higher thermal stability, making them much less susceptible to overheating, fire and thermal runaway. LFP batteries have a longer cycle life, between 3,000 and 5,000, compared to NMC batteries with 1,000 to 2,000 cycles. They're more resistant to degradation from frequent fast charging or charging to 100%. Now, the lack of cobalt and nickel makes them more environmentally friendly and easier to recycle. But on that point, they're not saving the planet. If you want to save the planet, walk and cycle. But they are better for the environment and for people's lungs than the poison that comes out of the exhaust pipes of the internal combustion engine.
These are terrible.
Primary trade-off is that LFP batteries generally have a lower energy density, which typically translates to a shorter driving range for the same size battery pack compared to NMC or NCA battery alternatives. This is why they're often found in standard or entry-level models. I have an LFP battery in my 4-year-old Tesla Model 3 standard range built in 2021 in China. The standard range of both Tesla Model 3 and Model Y have LFP batteries. The long-range Teslas and performance Model 3, Model Y use the high energy density NMC, nickel, manganese, cobalt, or NCA, nickel, cobalt, aluminium, lithium ion batteries, often in the 2170 cylindrical cell format. I like the fact that you can charge to 100%, and Tesla would recommend that you do charge to 100% at least once a week. Long range Model 3 and Y goes further charged than the standard range, but when you take off the 20% of the range, as the long range is only supposed to be charged to 80%, I personally cannot see the benefit of considering the extra money you have to pay for a longer range. So for me, the standard range LFP battery represents very good value for money. So what are the cars as well as Tesla that have LFP batteries? Well, BYD, Ford, Volkswagen, GM either offer or plan to offer models with the LFP batteries in the future, mostly in small to medium models due to their cost, effectiveness and safety and durability. Interestingly, the Tesla Model 3 is considered a small car in America, but it's really not a small car in the UK, same with the Model Y. Tesla recommends charging an LFP battery to 100%, unlike nickel-based batteries which should be capped at 80% for optimal life. In the US, LFP availability has fluctuated due to federal tax credits, eligibility and import tariffs. BYD, Build Your Dreams, in 1995 started by building batteries and are now the largest producers of EV cars in the world, bigger than Tesla. They're a leader in LFP batteries in all its range of EVs, including the Tang, Seal, Otto and Dolphin. They also have the patented Blade battery design. Ford, Mustang, Mach-E have an LFP batteries in their standard range. MG, did you know that stands for Morris Garages? Something I used to know but forgot. They have it in the MG4 EV hatchback as well as the MG5 Estate, MG ZX SUV. They've all got LFP technology in the UK market to remain competitively priced, and of course the MGs are very reasonably priced EVs. Volkswagen ID4, they have it. The compact SUV has an LFP battery option, and VW plans to use LFP batteries in 80% of all its entry-level EVs in the future. Fisker Ocean The base sport configuration of this electric SUV is equipped with an LFP battery pack. Neo ES8 incorporates LFP batteries, and also the Xpen P6. Geely Geometry A uses LFP, as well as Rivian R1S, the entry-level standard battery in their trucks and SUVs. More EV manufacturers have announced plans to incorporate LFP batteries into their vehicles. The revamped Chevy Bolt EV and the Chevy Silverado EV are confirmed to use LFP packs to help cut costs. GM plans to use them in nearly all of its EVs except for the select high-end models. BMW has started using LFP batteries in some of models, with the iX3 already having an LFP option in some markets. They're also introducing LFP to lower costs, improve sustainability by reducing cobalt and nickel, and offer better thermal stability. BMW continues to use NMC batteries for higher performance, longer range models to maximize energy density. BMW has invested in Arnext Energy, ONE, a company focused on LFP and advanced battery technology. Stellantis, parent company of Citroën, Opel, Peugeot, Fiat, etc., plans to use LFP batteries in its smart car models to enable lower price points. Renault will launch LFP technology with a new generation Renault 5e Tech Mini car. So if you're thinking of buying an EV, will it have an LFP battery or not? A comment on my last video was for someone who said if they were buying another Tesla, they would buy one with an LFP battery. And I must admit, I agree with him. Do you have a car with an LFP battery or not? Please leave a comment down below. Many modern electric buses use LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries, in the UK and the world. In fact, LFP has become the dominant or even standard battery technology for electric buses due to its superior safety profile, longer life cycle and lower costs compared to nickel, manganese, cobalt NMC batteries. BYD use Blade batteries, LFP, in their electric buses. Ebusco has LFP technology for its electric buses, and CATL supplies LFP battery systems to VDL, Solaris and Wrightbus. Mercedes-Benz uses LFP batteries in all their new intercity buses. So it's probably not such a big surprise that Windrose, a Chinese company with a Western name, are coming for the European, American and world markets with its Semi having an LFP battery pack. It might look like a Tesla Semi, or what we call in the UK an Arctic, or articulated lorry, or heavy goods vehicle, HGVs, featuring a tractor unit and trailer. The 800 volt system delivers a massive 1,400 horsepower with a 729 kilowatt hour battery pack, designed for long haul, achieving over 400-mile range, fully loaded at 49 tonnes. It's highly aerodynamic design with a central driving position for superior visibility. It's the same vehicle whether you drive on the right or left, which is very unusual. If you're interested, countries that drive on the left as well as the UK are Japan, Australia, India, Pakistan, New Zealand, South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Ireland, Cyprus, Malta, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. The vehicle has a sleeping section behind the driving seat, which the Tesla Semi does not. Now, the charging supports megawatt charging, MCS and CCS, which tests showing the ability to cover 1,400 kilometres in a single day with intermediate charging. A 45-minute break is mandatory after 4.5 hours driving in the UK, which fits in very nicely with charging schedule and time it takes to charge a Windrush Semi, Truck, Arctic, HGV or whatever you want to call it. The markets they're aiming for are European, North American markets and will cost around £220,000. Production sites are planned for Europe, Belgium, US, Georgia. Trials already conducted across 4 continents. There are many other commercial electric truck makers using LFP batteries, such as DAF, VDL, Ebusco, ranging from 300 kilowatt hours to 700 kilowatt hour packs. Motorbikes and electric scooters are increasingly using LFP lithium iron phosphate batteries, particularly for models focusing on safety, longevity and affordability. Smaller vehicles like mobility scooters, green power, fastest electric mobility scooter land and KR Vogue lithium mobility scooter often use LFP batteries. Electric cargo bikes are using LFP batteries for reliable power under high loads. Electric buses, LFP chemistry is the preferred for public transit buses because it's more resistant to thermal runaway fire risk. Delivery vans, the Rivian commercial van used by Amazon is powered by a 100 kilowatt hour LFP battery pack. Micro mobility and lightweight vehicles, e-bikes, e-scooters often use LFP for its lightweight and dependable power. Mini cars, go-karts, specialist manufacturers like Formula K use LFP for leisure vehicles. Forklifts, ideal for high discharge rates and long operational life in warehouses. Plant machinery, LFP has been widespread use in commercial installation and heavy machinery longer than in passenger cars. Electric boats used for propulsion and house batteries due to stability in marine environments. Motorhomes, caravans frequently use as house batteries to power onboard electronics safely. LFP batteries are widely used and considered the premier choice for residential energy storage, solar systems, backup power due to their exceptional safety. Thanks very much for getting this far, and my subscribers. Hope you can subscribe and like if you did. And take care. Bye for now. Please consider watching some of my other videos, subscribing and liking, and please leave a comment below. Don't forget to drive, cycle, walk or paddle safely. Bye for now.